The Sun travels at 220 kilometers per second. The Sun is 24,000 to 26,000 light-years from the galactic center, and it takes the Sun 225 to 250 million years to complete an orbit of the center of the Milky Way. So it is traveling through the galaxy with our solar system at 220 kilometers per second. And our galaxy is also moving towards the great attractor at the speed of 2.1 million kilometers per hour. Sun is so big that over 1 million Earths could fit inside the Sun. If the Sun was filled up with spherical Jupiters, then more than 1,000 would fit inside it. And Jupiter can be fitted with 1,300 Earths. The surface area of the Sun is 11,990 times that of the Earth's. The Sun contains 99.86% of the mass in the solar system. The mass of the Sun is approximately 330,000 times greater than that of Earth. So approximately it weighs 2 million trillion kilograms. It is almost 3/4 hydrogen, whilst most of the remaining mass is helium. The Sun is an almost perfect sphere. There is only a 10-kilometer difference in its polar diameter compared to its equatorial diameter. Considering the vast expanse of the Sun, this means it is the closest thing to a perfect sphere that has been observed in nature. The temperature inside the Sun can reach 15 million degrees Celsius. At the Sun's core, energy is generated by nuclear fusion, as hydrogen converts to helium. Because hot objects generally expand, the Sun would explode like a giant bomb if it weren't for its enormous gravitational force. The temperature on the surface of the Sun is closer to 5,600 degrees Celsius. Light from the Sun takes 8 minutes to reach Earth. With a mean average distance of 150 million kilometers from Earth, and with light traveling at 300,000 kilometers per second, dividing one by the other gives us an approximate time of 500 seconds, or 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Although this energy reaches Earth in a few minutes, it will already have taken millions of years to travel from the Sun's core to its surface. The distance from the Sun to Earth changes throughout the year. Because the Earth travels on an elliptical orbit around the Sun, the distance between the two bodies varies from 147 to 152 million kilometers. The distance between the Earth and the Sun is called an astronomical unit, AU. The mass-to-energy conversion rate of Sun is 4.26 metric ton per second, which requires 600 metric megatons of hydrogen. This energy is equivalent to the explosion of 91 billion megatons of TNT per second. Where atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima on August 6, 1945, exploded with an energy of about 15 kilotons of TNT. The Sun has a very strong magnetic field. Solar flares occur when magnetic energy is released by the Sun during magnetic storms, which we see as sunspots. In sunspots, the magnetic lines are twisted and they spin, much like a tornado would on Earth. The Sun generates solar wind. This is a stream of charged particles, which travels through the solar system at approximately 450 kilometers per second. Solar wind occurs where the magnetic field of the Sun extends into space instead of following its surface. Eventually, the Sun will consume the Earth. When all the hydrogen has been burned, the Sun will continue for about 130 million more years, burning helium, during which time it will expand to the point that it will engulf Mercury and Venus and the Earth. At this stage it will have become a red giant. The Sun will one day be about the size of Earth. After its red giant phase, the Sun will collapse because it will have consumed all the hydrogen fuel. It will retain its enormous mass, but containing the approximate volume of our planet. When this happens, it will be called a white dwarf,